Okay, so tomorrow is Back to the Future Day, or today, that's probably when the video goes out. And I wanted to explain a few things like why hoverboards aren't real. Obviously, I went in the last time with the whole newspaper article saying how hoverboards are real, and what I didn't know is that they were them stupid segways without the thing to hold on to, so it's not even hovering. That's not the definition of hover. But let's go into how things went in the movies. So, at the end of the movie, Marty McFly changes the future by avoiding going into the car crash. So, how would that have that knock-on effect? Well, let's just see. So, the car crash. What could happen from that? The guy in the other car, one of them, might have got injured, and then from that, they think, well, how do we improve road safety? So, what else are we missing from the future? The flying cars. So from that, they might have thought, hey, it's safer to fly in the sky, for example, because of the car crash having that effect. He would have thought, well, it's too dangerous to drive on the road. Let's have air flight, and we'll make a way for the cars to fly around. And then obviously that hover technology or the flying technology could be modified to work into hoverboards, because everyone would go, hey, what fun would that be to have it on a little board for the kids to play on, or, you know, teenagers and normal people who don't want to go around in cars. So they go around on the hoverboards, and then obviously from that there's also the fact that people are ending up in the water, and the hoverboards don't work on water, as people know. So that's why the inflatable life preserver jacket probably gets invented and becomes fashionable, because silly things like that happen in fashion. So yeah, that's a few different things, and obviously knock-on effects from other things could have happened, like the whole cyber people and all that. You know, these could have all been modified from different things as a knock-on effect, and maybe the other people in the cars, you know, maybe prosthetics from fixing someone led to advances in cyber technology and linking people to that, so that would be reasons why that would necessarily be differences in the future. So yeah, if you want to blame why there's no hoverboard, blame Marty McFly for changing the future selfishly so that he doesn't get fired in the future, because he avoids that car crash. So yeah, hilariously, that could be a reason to explain why the future would be different, because he did alter the timeline and alter the future, so he did change the future. So that is why in the future necessarily you wouldn't have hoverboards and flying cars and all of that, because all from that one car crash, this could all have changed, because that would be plausible. And anyway, right, on with the main news of proper things in the country, like the whole thing of China, and everyone's going, oh, why won't David Cameron bring up human rights of abuses in China? Well, David Cameron was in the news a lot for wanting to get rid of the Human Rights Act. Do you expect someone who hates human rights? He was quoted as saying, well, loathed Human Rights Act. Do you want someone who loathes human rights that much, who wants to cut off all benefits and tax credits and everything because they're not working, because people aren't getting enough money from them? So he's gone, oh yeah, well, it's not working, they're not getting enough money, so let's just get rid of them entirely, and then they can all die, because, you know, if they don't have that money, it's clearly not working, they're not getting enough money, they need more money, so let's just stop giving them any money, and then see how they cope. I just don't get the way the Conservatives act and their sensibilities. Oh yes, we're all posh, we don't care, people are posh, and, you know, everyone can work even if there's not enough jobs for people, and people apply to all these jobs and they're not getting these jobs. And oh yes, they can go live in the streets if they don't have homes, because we don't pay them housing benefits because we illegally withhold it even though they do it and legally do it, and yes, we'll just make the whole process ridiculously long. And then the Ombudsman goes, yes, we've got all the information now, I just need the time to assess it, and it's like 3 months later. It's, what the fuck's taking you so long? You know, you've got admittance from them that they should have been paying it the entire time. You've got clear trails of proof that it led to my losing my home and all of that, and they're just not doing anything or returning me to anywhere or being able to be in a situation where I can look for work, and even more things that I'm missing in life. Not only just not seeing people that I'd like to see, missing birthdays, like Edward's birthday was the other week, couldn't go out to Wolverhampton because no, I'm stuck in the middle of the countryside where there's no bloody transport to get there and get back, because the last bus back is at or 40. Yeah, I can't go out drinking at night, so I'd be abandoned in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I could probably have stayed on the sofa, but then it's just hassle, because then if I leave the place I'm staying on the sofa here, there's no stability, and I wouldn't, I can't stay there for long. I can stay at my mum's sofa probably. But if I stay out tonight, then, I might lose that. So it kind of screws up that. And then I could have gone to Izzy play on Sunday with her band, Black Honey. I watched that thing at Reading, and, her reaction is quite hilarious. It's like looking at it, it's like, oh, there you are, kiss. It's quite funny. I might include that in the photos if I can. Went up to the lad, but he's just missing lots of things in life, and things that I'd like to get on with, and be able to look for work and have a job, and not go out of my mind, stuck in the countryside in the middle of nowhere, and be able to do things properly myself. And it's just driving me insane, as you might notice in the tone of my voice a lot of the time. I think I've got a bit more loopy, it seems. But yeah, so anyway, Back to the Future Day. Probably going to fill the whole telly with Back to the Future, because that wasn't played enough every month since Christmas. What was it, been on 100 times on TV since then? So yeah, you get to watch Back to the Future again, because hey, maybe timelines will change this time and things will be different. No. But yeah, I don't know, maybe they'll do something special and get Marty McFly in, and Star Wars of course coming out, and is Luke Skywalker going to be the next Darth, because it's in the future, and he was destined to go to the dark side, and now that he's blew up all the dark side, and he becomes what he destroys, so, he burned everything horrifically, so maybe that's why he gets disfigured and becomes the next, maybe spoilers, maybe not, I don't know that much about the plot, but I'm guessing on continuing scene, because what brief bit of the advert I've seen of him going, I'll carry on your legacy, to his dad's mask. And he's not in any of the other clubs, but, the other guy is Han Solo, so yes, it would be obvious that he might be the big evil that everyone is worrying about. So yeah, and obviously Han Solo has got to become a proper Jedi now, because that would be the thing, and then that makes the two Jedis, because obviously Luke isn't a Jedi anymore. It would be Han's and Luke's sister would be the two Jedis, although I don't know who is the lady in the adverts. Maybe she's meant to be Leia, replacing Leia. I don't know. It's hard to say, but, anyway. Enough of that. What else have we got in the north? I'm sure there's a lot of things, but the homeless people in Manchester being offered the hotel home, because, it's not just, immigrant crisis and all of that, so it's a big problem. It's been going on way before then. And it's not just people who can't find work, it's ex-servicemen. There are a lot of ex-servicemen in Manchester, and because I've got a friend who posts a lot of Manchester stuff that's going on Facebook. And there's ex-servicemen and people who want work and jobs and all of this and different things that are all ended up on the streets and getting screwed over, and it's apparently a major problem in Manchester as well, not just Birmingham, but these things never come out on the news, neither do the protests and all the other things that are going on, because the North doesn't like people to know about it, because if people know about it, they will care. But no, if they hide it, nothing's happening. So they continue to make it more illegal to even pursue these things. So if you get evicted or lose your benefits, you can't go to court about it. Lawyers can't represent you. You can't go to solicitors about it. You can't get advice about it. Oh, you have to go through the LGO, and the LGO takes fucking 2-3 years to fucking do anything, and then you're still waiting for them to read and reassess everything yet again as they make up their mind on all the information gathered, even though the council admitted clearly that they should have been paying it the entire time, and they have no excuse not to, and they have no excuse why they didn't, and clear proof that you were evicted because your housing benefits weren't being paid and you couldn't pay rent. And the housing association would have kept you on, and if you were in the first class association of their thing because you were so good a tenant before the whole situation. So yes, it's just a whole entire ridiculous situation, and it's proof that you've been applying the jobs the entire time, you were attending job seekers the entire time, and why they could not apply, I don't know, because they should have been paying it the entire time, because you were attending job seekers and looking for work and looking majorly for it, because how many freaking jobs you apply to per week on, it just makes no sense. So, just getting sick of the entire situation. Just want to be back in Birmingham so I can get on with my life and not miss out on everything, because I'm just missing out on too much. It's not fun. Not fun at all. So, yeah. Anyway, one more thing I was going to go on as well is Incubus, the whole 1024. So it's not only Back to the Future Day. In 1024, 24th of the 10th, 2015, that's the end of the world day. There's some prophesied apparently, but yeah, no. Unlikely. But yeah, maybe things change for me, hopefully, and I can get back to Birmingham, but I doubt that they'll be that forthcoming and quick when they've already taken so long. What's taken them so long? Why can't you just give me a home back in Birmingham and then decide compensation and then decide about it? I've made it quite clear that I'm desperate to get back to Birmingham. I've applied every single method under the sun. I've included 1 million MPs and councillors and everything, and gone through every friggin' situation possible to say, just get me back home to Birmingham so I can get on with my life. No, it still takes forever. Still have to go through ridiculous situations. I've applied for housing 6 million times and all this situation. He still doesn't score me correctly. Still not to do it right. So yeah, they don't take into effect proper things, and the fact that I would have still had my home in Birmingham had they just paid the rent on time, had they done that, and no. So yes, anyway, thanks for watching. Before I go completely insane, goodbye.